What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Operation Meteor news recap. Your weekly stop for all things Gundam Card Game and assembled by Bandai. Hope you guys had a great week. I know that we had some interesting news over the weekend, some good, some bad, some ugly, so let's dive right into it. If you're not in the know-how, we did have a Gundam base get fully established in Chicago this last weekend. Players were very happy to know the fact that they had plenty of product of GDL1 and all four of the starter decks that came out in Set 1. There's also a massive play area for players to play cards, along with the fact that there is large stocks of gunplay that were really difficult to locate. If you have a friend that's going to be in the Chicago area, or you yourself are going to be planning a trip, I highly recommend going to the Gundam base just to check it out and pick up anything that you may be missing. Next, we have information about Worlds. This past weekend, the European Championships took place, and we have a winner. Over in Düsseldorf, we'll get into the tournament results later, but I do want to count some things about the community that took place there. I hadn't seen any first or second-hand accounts that the tournament went smoothly, at least. I didn't hear anything bad about tournament setups or anything like that, but there was a lot of other things that happened. There was issues with the retail line again. Apparently, the QR codes that we were using to get people in line, it was a whole mess. We had issues with that being brought down to having to implement a lotto system. It basically sounded like Dallas all over again. We had people getting in front of people, cutting in line, picking up stuff from other games just to sell right on the floor. Bandai, you guys need to get on this. Either increase the amount of product, print to order, do something to help us out. This is getting out of hand. That first you could just blame it was a US problem. Now we're starting to see in other places outside the US. You need to have us figured out so that way players who are incentivized to go there and general community members aren't upset about trying to get stuff at these events that they're attending. If you had not heard, the worst part about that is that we have an issue with cheating. I have never seen in the last 25 years of over 25 years of playing TCGs the amount of cheating that's going on in our communities. Lorcana had a major issue early on this year at a huge tournament, to Union Arena apparently having a problem, and now Digimon, which was caught in the finals on live stream. Guys, I cannot stress it enough. Call this bad behavior when you can, and we have to do our best to discourage it. I'm tired of seeing our card games getting ruined by bad player behavior, and it's got to stop. I hate to say it, but if it doesn't, I can see Bandai, Konami, and all these other guys getting rid of those special edition cards, give out a trophy, and make it to where your trips aren't going to worth it. And I hate to say it, but maybe that's for the best until people learn to calm down a bit. They're going to be sending out a survey for those of you who attended the Düsseldorf event. Make sure you fill it out. Please notate anything that you saw there, good, bad, the ugly. I'm hoping they'll take back that feedback in a receptive manner and hopefully make changes. I don't know if they're going to go in time for the Las Vegas one, but there are going to be more Bandai Card Game Fest here after March. Speaking of Card Game Fest, for those of you attending Vegas, you should have gotten an email by the time this is supposed to come out. The time had already passed, but there was a lottery system, and I hate to tell you, it probably not a shock to many, it did not go well. I was on that site for probably about a full hour trying to purchase, everything from the accessory kit to the play mats to the sleeves. I was getting the message, hey, cannot process the order. I was seeing bad gateway, which tells me that the servers were being overwhelmed. And bear in mind, this was only supposed to be for 4,000 entries, so it's highly likely that people were using multiple devices to try to get in and brute force their way in. As someone who works in network engineering, this is not a good sign. I mean, the ability to get that traffic and put it in the right place. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort, but you should be able to have some sort of dynamic scaling to help you with all that ingestion traffic. I mean, 4,000, let's say they even had 10% of those using that, your site should be able to handle that much traffic and bursts. So if you're like me, I'm aware with you. I wish I could have bought something cool and exciting for my trip when I go to Vegas, but at least I don't have to worry about the pain and agony of having to wait in line at 4 a.m. Anyway, on to some slightly more positive news. If you have not done so already, Newtype Challenge 3 signups are available on your TCG Plus app. This is the one where you can play for an all-range attack for participation, top 4 getting Harmon Karn Altart, and the winner getting a Q-Relay. Definitely sign up. Good luck. We'll go on Friday. I'm hoping to have a video up about the meta decks that you should be seeing at these events, maybe some counters to it, and some last-minute advice on trying to prepare for those events. Over the weekend, they also announced Newtype Challenge 1 of 2026. Going to be from February 13th through March 8th. So just right after we get our hands on, about 2 weeks after we get our hands on GDO3 Steel Requiem, we're going to get the opportunity to play for participants will get Awakened Power, top 4 will get a Kira Yamato Altart, and the new Freedom Gundam for top place. And I also put out a recommended deck. So they like to put out some weird combos that gets people's brains ticking. And this time they brought together the Tekkadan and Vagan traits together in a deck. If you're looking for a new idea to try while you're in the middle of testing stuff, give that one a go. I thought it was interesting, but there's probably a card or two that I don't agree with. I showed a couple of friends that, and they were of a similar opinion. Okay, so let's get to Düsseldorf. I don't intend to spend too much time here because I'll have that in our meta breakdown on Friday, but top player TE took it down with Epion blockers. I am super excited to see this happen. I am an Epion player myself in GDO2. I'm glad it beat aggro out in the match. There is a live stream on the Play Bandai Card Games YouTube page. You can watch the finals all the way through. I think it was really cool to kind of see a deck that doesn't rely on Zord to win the game at the end and against aggro of all things. Just goes to show you a little ingenuity, some practice, and trying to find the flaws in another deck's playstyle can go a long ways. That Epion deck has quite a few cards that were different from my build that I originally did on the video a few weeks ago, but it did have some flex cards that I was really surprised at. Well, I'm not surprised, but I'm really happy to see, like the Argama. So give that a look. We'll have both the Epion blockers deck by TE and the runner-up, Chris Ship's 1 Year Rush on this video to take a look at. Okay, let's get to the card reveals. I'm not going to do the Freedom and stuff because those are just for I want to wait until those cards come out in the normal review, but they were earlier in the episode if you just want to pause up there and take a look at it. Gundam Virtue, purple, level 3, cost 2, 3 AP, 3 HP, Celestial Being, and GN Drive traits. Link pairs with Tierra Arde. While you have a Celestial Being pilot in play, this unit gains blocker. Gundam Kimara's Trooper mode. White, level 5, cost 4, 5 AP, 4 HP, Gallahorn Gundam frame traits. Link pairs with Galio Baldwin. When Link, choose 1 Gallahorn command card from your trash, add it to your hand. Lady Luck. Red, level 5, cost 1, made action, choose 1 enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. If a friendly Mafty unit is in play, deal 2 damage instead. Petulia. Red, level 7, cost 6, 5 AP, 6 HP, SRA trait. Link pairs with Karas Nobilis. Deploy, deal 3 damage to all bases. Valiant. Red, level 2, cost 1, 0 AP, 5 HP, Matthew warship traits. First, deploy this card. Deploy, add 1 of your shields to your hand. Then choose 1 of your units. It gets +2 or AP +2 this turn. Zetas R. Purple, level 4, cost 3. 4 AP, 3 HP. Vagan. Links with X-Rounder trait. Attack. You may choose 1 Vagan card from your trash, exile it from game. If you do, choose 1 of your Vagan units. It gets AP +2 during your next turn. Penelope, level 4. Blue, level 6, cost 5. 4 AP, 4 HP. Earth Federation trait. Link pairs with Lane Aim. Deploy. Choose 1 to 2 enemy units with 3 HP or less. Rest them. And then on cool news, Bubble Suit Gundam 0080 joins the game. So if you're not aware, 0080 is actually a offshoot of the 1 Year War. Not written by Tamino, the original creator, but it's a great side story. It features some new stuff, and it's a Christmas story if you need something to watch in the holidays. The Gundam NT1, blue, level 5, cost 4 AP, 4 HP. Earth Federation, link pairs with Christina McKenzie or Amuro Ray. Repair 2. When paired, choose one rested enemy unit. Deal 1 damage to it. When this effect destroys an enemy unit, draw 1 card. Quick point. If you're not aware, this was in the core of the story, this was a mobile suit that was going to replace the RX-70 in the series, but due to the circumstances, Amuro never gets this machine. That's why it gets paired with Amuro. So just a bit of lore. Definitely go watch 0080. It's an amazing story. Anyway, back to the card reveal. Christina McKenzie, blue, level 3, cost 1, +1 AP, +1 HP. Burst. Add this card to your hand. When playing this card from your hand with a unit with Gundam NT1 in its name, play this card as if it has 0 cost. Laku 2 FZ. Green, level 2, cost 2, 1 AP, 2 HP. Zeon Cyclops team trait. Link pairs with Bernard Wiseman. When paired, if there are 4 or more Cyclops team cards in your trash, deploy 2 rested 80 balloon civilian AP 0, HP 1. This unit cannot be set as active or paired with a pilot unit token. While you have an 80 balloon in its card name, in play, this unit cannot receive enemy battle damage. 80 balloon token, 0 AP and 1 HP. This unit cannot be set as active or paired with a pilot. Bernard Wiseman, green, level 2, cost 1, +0 AP, +1 HP. Increase this unit's AP by an amount equal to the number of Cyclops team pilot cards or command cards with a unique name in your trash. Warped Intent. Red, level 4, cost 1, burst, add this card to your hand. Main action. During this turn, all units paired with the pilot get AP +2. Look of Determination. Purple, level 2, cost 2. Burst, add this card to your hand. Choose 1 enemy unit card level 2 or lower. Destroy it. If there are more than 10 cards in your discard, choose an active enemy unit that is level 4 or lower instead. Unheralded Attack. White, level 3, cost 1, +1 AP, 0 HP. AU Newtype. Choose action. Choose 1 friendly base, 1 enemy unit with 3 or less, and rest them. Freedom Gundam. White, level 6, cost 5, 4 AP, 5 HP, triple ship alliance. Link pair with Yamato. While this unit is rested, friendly shields cannot receive battle damage. Cyclops team. Green, level 4, cost 1, 0 AP, 5 HP. Zeon Cyclops team traits. Burst, add this card to your hand. Deploy, add 1 shield to your hand. All friendly unit tokens get +1 AP during your opponent's turn. Dodger's Fire. Red, level 3, cost 2, 2 AP, 3 HP, new UNE trait. Deploy 1 rested Dodger's UNE, AP 0, HP 1 unit token. Okay, so that's it. We did actually get that freedom in, like I was telling you earlier. A lot of discussion around that card because White is already pretty potent with having good blockers in it. I think the one thing that saves the card a little bit is the fact that it has to be rested for 1, and 2, you still don't prevent breach damage, and at least its HP is only a 5 at level 6, which about par for the course anyway. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. You still have to deal with it. It's still a threat. It's still going to warp the meta a little bit, in the sense that you're going to have to deal with that as if, you know, it's a base essentially that's in play that you have to wipe out first. That's going to deal damage back. So, the other thing that a lot of people were kind of interested in was the fact that the phrasing on Warped Intent says all units paired, so it doesn't mean just your own. So be careful when you're playing that card. It could really help or hurt your deck a little bit. It's great to play on your turn because you can actually buff up your characters on your turn. It might actually turn a player off, especially if you have a blocker that has a paired unit on it. And then, yeah, outside of that, we'll have to take a look and see what else comes out. I mean, I think we should be getting pretty close to finishing up stuff with at least the starter decks, hopefully soon, since those are going to come out in about a month's worth of time. So we'll go with that. And then outside of that, I'm really psyched about seeing Gundam 0080. We're also missing the camphor. It's a machine that's on the box that someone noticed. So keep an eye on that. It should be revealed here pretty soon. And I highly recommend watching 0080 if you have not done so. It's a short, self-contained movie, and it's pretty easy to find on most streaming platforms. And with that, I don't really have anything else for you guys. I'm hoping to pump out a couple more videos. I've been trying to play test with Red White Justice since I've seen that get better, but I'm not doing too well. So probably just going to go ahead and do a couple of other things while I try to figure out that deck. But with that, I don't have anything else for you guys. I hope you have a good week. Get going on that practice of yours. We have Newtype challenges starting in a week and a half, and I hope you all do well with that. And with that, have a good week, and as always, go forth, Gundam Team.